Now, I have a cunning plan. So cunning you could put a tail on it and call it a weasel. Or at least the Interalia Theatre Company do, when they bring their production of Blackadder Returns to Portsmouth and Fareham this week. So I caught up with some of the cast to find out how they've taken this very British comedy from screen to stage. Replicating the success of a TV show is never easy, but trying to take that show into a theatre is something completely different. And so for the Interalia Theatre Company, they're looking to do just that, when they perform not 1 but 4 episodes from Blackadder, taking the audience on a journey from the Dark Ages to the trenches of the First World War.
We are doing Blackadder Returns. It's the 3rd time we've done a Blackadder show. They're always very, very popular. They're a lot of fun to do from the cast point of view. But what we do that's a bit different to other companies who do Blackadder shows, because lots of people do them, but we do 1 episode from each series. So you get a flavour of the whole thing, the wonder that is the world of the Blackadder. First series was set 15th century and it was different, because Blackadder was very different in the first series. He was the idiot and Baldric was the clever one. But Sean, who plays Blackadder, who's very, very good, manages to reflect how Rowan Atkinson did it each time. We realised we couldn't go whole hog because it would just be impractical. So what we do, we all wear a basic black costume and put bits on so we can have a quick change and it doesn't kill the pace or the energy and that sort of thing. So you'll put a jacket on or a coat or a hat or some comedy breasts.
They were purchased, and actually I purchased them, and it was quite funny when I went into the shop and asked if they had comedy breasts, and she said no, it's just the way I'm stood. So it was quite amusing. Yeah.
And a lot of us in the company have always been big Blackadder fans and 40 Towers fans, a lot of comedy fans. So we tend to quote ourselves to death all the time with it anyway. And when I found out about 3 years ago that the rights were available for Blackadder, I thought, we've got to do that. So there is a current trend at the moment for doing classic comedies on stage. We've had in this area, we've had a lot of 40 Towers with Fareham Musical Society, and Portsmouth Players have done Vicar of Dibley, and we've done Dad's Army as well in the past. So it's kind of latching onto that trend, which people really seem to like.
As well as Edmund Blackadder and his smelly sidekick Baldric, the performance also includes some great characters, including one originally played by Chris Barry.
Well, that particular character is probably one of the most complex costumes we've got, actually. I've got the Napoleonic type hat, the French sash, a very flamboyant French jacket, and a flowing cape, and not to mention an authentic French sword. So the whole thing is just hilarious. Doing the rehearsals, we're having such a great time, and I think probably sort of seeing the different characterisations that Sean does as Blackadder, seeing how he brings each one to life is just amazing, really.
I'm playing Melchett. So I play Lord Melchett in episode 2, and I play General Melchett in episode 4. Well, it rather suits me, and sort of General Melchett is certainly the epitome of the crusty colonel with his, his huge moustache and his beep and all that. So it kind of suits me, and it's very me.
As well as acting, Jason also helps to design some of the sets and props.
Well, this is our speckled Jim, which is a pigeon which gets shot in the trenches. And as he gets shot, this very simple device. So as the gun goes off, he just goes up and gets shot, basically. There's little things like that we have to come up with just to sort of add to the comedy. He does have a stunt double as well, which is even better.
We are doing 4 performances in the local area. We are at Groundlings Theatre on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. And then we are at Fareham Hall in Fareham in the Octagon Studio Theatre on Friday and Saturday of this week. But the Friday night is sold out, so there's only a few left for Saturday. So your best bet is to book for Groundlings Wednesday and Thursday of this week.
This is Richard Stringer for That's TV.